Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I am back with another reading. It is Lady Millionaire here, and today we're going to be doing another subscriber request. This is going to be on Tommie Lee from Baddies. She was also featured, I believe, on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She used to date Scrap DeLeon, right? On Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So that was like her, her boyfriend at the time while she was on that show. So here we are. We're going to tap into the energies. This is going to be a quick reading. I'm going to try to keep it under 15 minutes because I do have I think I'm running through the whole cast here when it comes to Baddies. So to the subscriber that requested this reading, here you are. Thank you so much for choosing me to do this reading. I hope you guys are entertained. And as always, my disclaimer is that I do not know any of these people, okay? I am not affiliated with anyone in Hollywood and reality TV. I am simply a tarot intuitive reader. I'm a high priestess of Haitian voodoo, okay, by way of Africa, of course. And this is something that I love. This is my calling. This is my passion. I will do this for free for the rest of my life, okay? So that is how much I love doing what I do, aside from all the other things. So let's get right into the reading. I've already prayed over the cards. I am just going to use the Rider-Waite tarot deck, okay? So this is just a regular traditional deck, just to kind of get to the point and see what energies are surrounding Tommie Lee when it comes to Baddies and the Zeus network specifically, okay? So not really focusing on too much of what she did in the past, but more so focusing on what she's doing in her present moment with the Zeus network, whatever message Spirit wants us to have right now. So again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not take anything I say as the end all be all, okay? This is all allegedly. But as always, my intention is that the readings that I do are precise, they are accurate, and to the best of my abilities. All right, so let's get right into her reading. All right, I ask the creative all there is to protect me as I channel this message when it comes to Tommie Lee. Protect me from any negative energies, any disturbances, any distractions. Protect the audience. May I get a clear, precise, and accurate message when it comes to Tommie Lee. Anything we need to be aware of, anything we need to know during this time. Our main focus is her current energy. And of course, if anything else comes up, I'll read that as well. Okay. All right, so when it comes to Tommie Lee, what is it that we need to be aware of? What do we need to know during this time? And again, make sure you guys are liking this video, like this video, to keep me in the algorithm, okay? And to let me know that you actually like this content, all right? And if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel. You don't have to, but I would like for you to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy these contents. If you enjoy celebrity readings, I also do traditional tarot readings as well. I do money, career, and life readings. So if you're interested in that, there's plenty of content that is already uploaded. So enjoy and happy watching. All right. When it comes to Tommie Lee, what is it that we need to be aware of? Their current energies. Okay, so the first card that came out is the Page of Swords, okay? So the Page of Swords could be someone that makes themselves out to be bigger than what they really are, okay? So you see how this person is like huge compared to everything else. So this is giving me like big ego, inflated ego, right? The Page of Swords is also someone that doesn't think before they speak. So it can come off as immature, even though I'm sure she's an older woman, right? But a lot of her ways could be, she tells the truth, but she tells the truth in a very harsh way, okay? So yeah, so the Page of Swords was the first card that came out for her. So like I said, this is very much giving me air energy. So I don't know what her astrological sign is. Could be an air sign, doesn't necessarily have to be. But I'm more so getting that this has to do with like her personality style. So big ego, she does have a lot of masculine energy within her, which we all do to a certain degree, right? Whether you're a woman or a man, I feel like we have both energies within us, right? But you know, whatever we project out the most, it's what's going to come up. So for her, I do feel like she has a lot of masculine energy in the way that she communicates, meaning she's very direct, okay? You know, could cuss a lot, right? This is someone that, you know, the page is a younger person. That's why I was getting like someone that could be a bit immature. They could tell the truth, but they tell the truth in a very harsh way to hurt others. So they don't necessarily care about how they're delivering the information. They just deliver the information. It's right there in your face. So this could be someone that doesn't really care about other people's feelings and how they make other people feel. Okay. What else for Tommie Lee? The next card is the Tower. So this is destruction here. This is something that is being destroyed. This is a destruction possibly of like a home, structure, right? I'm getting undisciplined. I just heard no discipline. So that's what I heard. I heard no discipline. The Tower card does talk about destruction, right? But this is divine destruction. So this is something that needs to be destroyed in order for something better to come in its place. So this could be a destruction of her ego. This could be a destruction of her personality and what she chooses to project in the world. Obviously, we don't know this young lady personally, but what she is showing in the world is being destroyed with the Tower, okay? And it could be destruction to a family structure, something that is significant, destruction to the throne, right? Right? Because we do have like a crown here. There's like some sort of crown there. Could even be like some type of house fire. So she needs to be aware of that, like not to leave anything, you know, plugged in or check the stove and things like that. So Tommie Lee, if you see this, make sure if there's any property that she has or her actual home itself, I am seeing like some type of fire. So just be careful with that, okay? Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Okay, yeah. So the next is the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands talks about a victory lap, right? I'm also getting, there was a scene on Zeus Network when she's on Baddies where she comes on the beach, right? The other young girls are like on the beach. I guess they're like talking or whatever the case is on this beach. And Tommie comes up on a horse, like she comes galloping on a horse on the beach to meet the other girls. So it's a very grandiose, you know, big energy. I want to be seen. I'm the boss in charge. I don't care if Natalie Nunn is the boss. I'm making this scene here. So she's very she likes to make a scene, so to speak, right? And it doesn't necessarily mean fighting. It could mean that, but I'm more so like feeling like, you know, she feels like, listen, I'm in charge. I'm the big boss. People came to see me. I'm going to make a scene out of this, okay? The only reason why you guys have the ratings is because of me. So she definitely has, you know, very big ego, okay? I'm getting Beyonce got a big ego, okay? She could be dating someone as well that is younger than her with the page. And even in the Six of Wands, this person looks very young here, this gentleman. So she could be dating someone that's younger than her, possibly in their 20s. Yeah. Okay. What else? But the Six of Wands does talk about some sort of victory after destruction. So it's like the victory card comes after the destruction. So I'm getting, if there is some type of tragedy that happens in her home or in a property that she owns, she is going to be able to overcome this, okay? It's giving me like a I'm unstoppable, I'm untouchable type of energy. What else? When it comes to Tommie Lee, what else? Yeah, with the Ace of Swords. So new beginning, this is a victory here. Okay, this could talk about good news. What's this good news here? What does this good news have to do with? More money. This is not the last of her that we're going to see. We're going to see Tommie Lee for the next couple years. Okay. She is someone that is very resilient. Okay. Because she has the Tower card here, but then she has the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is resources, finances. She's about her money. Okay. If it makes money, it makes sense. All right. So this is someone that, you know, she does speak her truth. Okay. I'm not really getting like, I'll just keep it at that. She does speak her truth. Okay. Even if it comes off harsh, I feel like she is honest. I will say that. Like, I'm getting honesty here. Okay. And she's honest about who she is. Right. So I'm not saying that, you know, she doesn't, she's not deceptive or she doesn't lie or whatever, or she doesn't embellish on the show. But I do feel like Tommie, like the real version of her, the one that we don't see behind the scenes, is someone that is very direct, very forward. She's about her money, okay? She could even be someone that is really good with money financially. So she has money saved up here for if something were to happen that would destroy her foundation. She is going to be able to build from that. The Tower card, the Ten of Wands, I mean the Ten of Pentacles also, yeah, the Ten of Wands, interesting. But the Ten of Pentacles clarifying the Tower could also mean that this destruction may have to do with her finances, okay? But I do feel like she is going to be able to regroup from that. Okay, we are going to be seeing her. She's going to be doing interviews. The Swords is a card of communication. So this is someone that is doing interviews. They're speaking their truth. Okay, what else? Yeah, with the Emperor. She has, there's an older man here that definitely has her back. I don't know who this is. This could be, I'm not really sure who this is, but the Emperor comes up as someone that is on her side, that is in her corner. It could even be someone that is, I just heard like a manager of some sort that is guiding her on what to do in order to stay relevant in the reality TV space. This person is very like a disciplinarian. I don't know who this could be, a father, or it could be like just an older man that is managing her career, kind of guiding her and telling her what to do. But this person is very strict. They could even come off as a bit of an you know, a bit of an a-hole. Okay. But she trusts this person here. She trusts what they have to say. Yeah, look at her on the bottom as the Empress. Yeah, listen, she's been through a lot. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands, the World card. Yeah, we're definitely going to be seeing her on the world stage. We're going to be seeing a lot more of her on TV. Yeah. The Empress also represents water signs. So she could be a water sign, could be Pisces, Scorpio, or I can't think of the other one right now. But she could be a water sign or an air sign. Can I get 3 more cards for Tommie? 3 more cards for Tommie Lee. And I'll close out her reading. What can we see? Oh, okay. My question was, what can we expect from her from the Zeus Network? So what we can expect from her is a lot more fighting. And I feel like the fighting is for the cameras, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't like her on the show because she knows the truth about a lot of them. She got some inside scoop on a lot of the girls, on a lot of the cast members, and even production, right? And that's why a lot of them don't like her. But the Five of Wands, yes, it talks about fighting, but it doesn't necessarily have to be physical fighting. It can be that. It could also be like verbal, like going back and forth behind the scenes and on camera, okay? So she is getting paid. She is getting paid to say certain things on camera. She's privy to a lot of information. She knows a lot of dirt about a lot of the people there, and she uses that to her advantage. Okay, what else? What else for Tommie Lee? What could we expect from her in the near future? Yeah, this is like, she's very competitive. Very competitive. Okay, so the Hangman talks about someone that is stuck in a particular situation. So she could be in some type of contract here. All right, so she's in a contract. So we're going to see a lot more of her in the next coming years. I feel like she has to do a lot of things that she may not necessarily want to do, but because she puts her money first, she is willing to compromise certain things in order to get to the money, because the Hangman does talk about someone that is in an uncomfortable position. They can get out of it, but they don't necessarily know how to get out of it. So this is giving me like some type of binding contract, having to do things that you don't necessarily want to do, things that make you uncomfortable. Okay, the Hangman is hanging upside down, but they know what they're doing, right? With the Sun card. So this person has knowledge. They're able to see things from other people's point of view. So I feel like this could either be someone, whoever this Emperor is here, is kind of controlling certain aspects of her career. Kind of like a pimp. I'm getting like, not saying that she's a 304. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm getting like, there's like a pimp and someone like pimping her, kind of like that type of dynamic where she may not necessarily want to do this, right? Because we have the Five of Wands with the Hangman, but it's like she has to do this in order to stay relevant, in order to get the money. But there is going to be some type of destruction here with the Tower. All right, one more card to close out Tommie Lee's reading. Can I get one more card to close out her reading? With the World card. So I saw the World card on the bottom, and here it is here. So this is someone that, you know, she knows she's sexy, right? This person is in the nude, right? They're naked. So she doesn't mind like showing off her assets, her physical assets. Okay. She knows she's sexy. She knows she's desired. The World card is someone that is on the world stage, right? So the World Wide Web. So we could definitely be seeing her. We're going to see a lot more of her online, doing interviews, okay? Reality TV, a lot more fighting, which I feel like she's still stuck in this Page energy. So the Page is like a young person. So even though she's an older woman, she is she's kind of stuck in like the younger version of her when it comes to like her personality, okay? But the World card does represent someone that is on the world stage, that is being celebrated. So she gets celebrated for her bad behavior, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like whoever this Emperor is enabling this type of behavior, and we're going to see a lot more of it. Okay, so yeah, look at that. The bottom card is the Eight of Wands in reverse. So there is something that slows down here. She could have a change of heart in the distant future. The bottom card represents what you don't see coming. Okay. Court. I'm seeing court here. So she may be stopped from taking action, right? Because in the upright, this is a card of action, many things happening at once. But in reverse, this is like a stop, like something completely stops and comes to a halt, right? With the Knight of Cups and the Justice card. So this could either be like a court situation or some type of case that comes up in the distant future for her that kind of stops her in her tracks. So that is what we could expect in the distant future. Yeah, it could be within the next 8 months, 8 years. Yeah, something going on with court. There's something that needs to be balanced out. Justice is being served here. Yeah. So that was Tommie Lee's reading. I'm going to end it there. I said I was going to try to keep it under 15 minutes, but I'm at 19 minutes. So again, if you've reached the end of this video, make sure you thumbs up this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.